The scheme I'm about to show you is something they never want you to know. It's something that every single person who enters crypto either falls for or is one step away from falling for. And I know that because I've lived through it. I've seen how this system is built not to help but to win you. And before we start, I'm CryptoGit, made over 5,000x in crypto, and now I'm documenting my journey for everyone that wants to learn more. So let's jump on it. There's actually a big manipulation for everyone that kinds of joined the space. You notice that how trading is kind of so big online. Everyone nowadays wants to be a trader, right? But a lot of people don't get the how this kind of social scheme works, because I was the one that when I joined, I had the only hope to become a successful trader, but not a lot of people see who is the real successful person behind the scene, who makes the most money, and who kind of promoted this kind of propaganda online that wants you to be a trader. First of all, you have to actually realize something. You see this stat? This stat is basically hodling something for long term versus trading. Trading, it's a stat that 90 to 97% of traders lose all their money, right? This is what AI shows. This is what data shows. This is not what I want or what I show. And this is another data. It shows that Bitcoin never returned below 30% annualized for a 4-year investment, no matter how badly you time. So it means that if you bought Bitcoin and held it for 4 years, you literally had no chance to lose money. So here's the difference. A lot of people get manipulated and join the crypto industry and they want to start to trade. Why? Because they don't actually understand the scheme that I'm about to show you now. So listen to me very carefully. The real winners and the real people that has created and controlled this narrative are centralized exchanges. So to understand the centralized exchanges, you have to understand how exchanges make their money. In order to understand how they make their money, you have to see that they win by wanting you to trade. So exchanges, centralized exchanges, are the people or the entities that want you to trade. Why? Because that's how they make their money. They win from trading fees, deposit withdrawal fees. Whenever you get liquidated, they make money. So their business model is to convince you to get on their platforms. Like, all their business model is convincing you to get on the platform. So how they can do that? Of course, they can promote how amazing the centralized exchange is, but they got a scheme which is kind of popular nowadays. So have you seen how common it is nowadays that all the influencers in crypto industry are basically all common? They all are here. They're all sharing this lavish lifestyle, and they want to turn all the new generation to trade, and they tell to them that, look, that's how amazing my life is. I'm here for trading, and that's how I got my money. So this is what a lot of people fall for. They share fake profit loss screenshots that very likely and most likely are basically funded by the exchange. All the cars or the lifestyle, watches, vacations, most of the time they are funded by those guys here that are behind the scenes, but you don't see. So let's get to the influencers, right? How basically influencers or traders, let's call it like that, make their money, because suddenly everyone is a trader right now in crypto. Like, ask yourself, I can't find the proper data, but what is the percentage of people in crypto that teach you hodling and investing versus trading? I would say it's probably this thing here. Like 97% are actually teaching you to trade, and probably a small percentage is teaching you to invest, which that's what I'm kind of doing. But you have to understand why this happens. So first of all, how traders make money. You have to realize that those people here, they don't tell you to trade because they want you to trade for no reason, right? They tell you to trade because they got two most profitable business model ever. So they absorb audience by actually sharing the bullshit lifestyle, right? That is funded by those guys here, but you think it's from traders and they made money from trading. And by making you to trade, what they win? They make money from commissions, from exchanges. Those guys give the influencers refer links, which are basically links that if they bring people to their platforms, they get a percentage of the volume that they trade. So the goal of the influencers is to make you to trade, right? They make money on commission from exchanges, and actually they can actually sell you a course. Like, notice how this pattern is so similar. I would say 90% of people that do trading in crypto have one of those two things in common, or two. They either get a commission from exchange or selling a course. I would urge you right now to go to the YouTubers and people that you probably follow. If any of them has a commission, or have a referral links, you'll understand what I'm talking. And they have a referral and probably they're selling a course. So they have the two business model, because by bringing more people to trading, they have a platform, right? Because they tell you, yeah, Got Exchange is the best. I'm an advisor there. It's one of the best exchanges in the world, right? And then later on, they tell you, look, do you want to learn how I got this car's lavish lifestyle? I traded it, but where I traded on this exchange. So they sell you a course, and they actually make money from those referral links that they got by convincing you to become a trader. But see the stat. Like, a lot of people be like, yeah, I know the stat, but I can be the 3%. Like, the funny part, what those guys here are doing is that they're trying to convince people that, yeah, you can be the 3%. I was there, I made it. They show you all the bullshit struggles that they passed and all this kind of stuff. You have to realize something. You're not smart if you actually join an industry that 90% of odds are against you. Like, you're smart by doing something that has a proven results for working, right? So they trick people like this because the big dogs that control the most of the operations are centralized exchanges. And also you have to realize also something to understand why hodling is superior to everything. You have to realize what is the competition, because you have to understand something. Trading and everything that you do in crypto is player versus player. So when you lose, who wins? Exchanges, because they make money on fees. Like, exchanges don't care if you win or lose, right? Because they make money on volume. They want you to trade there. They want you to be active. Like, that's why they sell the dream via influencers. So they make money all the time. So you have to realize who is your competitor, because you're competing with different entities. And on trading, you got exchanges, one, because you got the exchanges that are trading against you. You got the exchanges that are pushing the propaganda to make you to trade. You got whales, which is in every market, right? You got people that move the market in the opposite direction when you want to be long, so they hunt your, let's say, stop losses, and they make money. Because, as I said, everyone in this industry is there to take your money. That's the nature. Like, I'm not telling you they're gonna come to your computer and take it, but if 100k people are short, a whale can notice that and go long with a big leverage, and they take all the money from you. And then the third is normal people. Like, in every industry, you got people like me, like you, that are competing. Compared to hodling, you have to realize something. First of all, you don't have exchanges, because when you hodl something, when you buy a coin and you hodl it for long term, first of all, you don't need to hold in an exchange, right? You can buy it and keep it on a hardware wallet that you don't need to, first of all, risk it to keep it on an exchange, and second, to make exchanges rich via swap fees, via trading fees, via deposit withdrawal fees, etc. Then you got then you got people, which is in every market, but something that many people don't get, because they be like, yeah, who cares? It's just exchanges, is the frequency and how often this competition you got, right? Because you have to realize, when you're trading, you got a high frequency of this competition. So on daily basis or even weekly basis, depends how much you trade, you're actually competing with exchanges, whales, people. But on hodling, you're not doing that every day, because when you buy something, yes, you're competing with people to the ones that discovered earlier than you, if the coin is good or bad. So you got a low frequency, because it's just 2 times, one that you buy and the last time that you sell. Maybe you sell 2-3 times, but it's low frequency, right? Compared to high frequency that you have on daily basis. Like, on trading, you got a competition on daily basis. Via hodling, you got a competition on, it depends how much you hodl, but it'd be 1 year, 2 years. Like, it's definitely something that you have to realize is the best thing. And also, keep in mind this quote, and it's so good. It's not a quote, it's what I wrote, but it's so good. Your success in trading is based on the skill you have to trade, right? So when you trade, You need to have a skill. You have to be good at it, right? Exchanges and influencers' success, those guys here, success, is based on the ability to convince you to trade. So think about it. Who are the entities that always win no matter if you lose or win? It's only exchanges and influencers. They don't care if you lose. They still make money on volume. While you don't make money on volume, you make money by being right. So what I showed you here is what actually stats shows and what makes sense. Now, a lot of people, I'm not saying you can't be successful in trading, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people that are successful via trading. But I'll tell you something. If you recognize all of this, why you don't just play it in a smart way? What a lot of people do is they be it like this. They recognize this and be like, yeah, I want to do it. I'll trust myself. I want to do it. Then they do this. They put, let's say, 70% of their capital to trade and 30%, let's say, they hodl. Well, that's a mistake. Why? Because you need to do the opposite. If you love so much trading and you believe that it can change your life, like those guys here, that it's all fake most of the time. Of course, I'm not telling you everyone is fake. You have to realize that be smart about it. Put 70% of your money where the odds are not against you, and put 30% of your money when odds are against you via trading. And even if you lose, you still are protected on the downside because you got the majority of the money on the thing that makes the most sense. So I'll tell you something in order to understand if the people that you follow are really honest, capable on what they're doing, and they have proper results. See everyone that you follow and notice if they have one of those things in common. If they got a referral link, I'm telling you, that's probably the scheme. Like, I've heard some influencers on crypto really making over 7 figures a year from referral links. Like, it's so much lucrative business that maybe you don't get it, but it's 7 figures a year. Of course, you need a big audience, but everyone wants to have a big audience because it's like infinite money glitch for them, right? So they have I'm sure the majority of them have a referral link, and 2, they sell a course for you to become a trader, and 3 is actually getting paid to promote something. If one of the people you follow have those things in common here, I'm not telling you run away, but listen again to the video and understand what are the motives behind all of this. And I'm not saying everyone actually is the same, but this is what 98% of the time happens. And the majority of people that you follow have no proof on the achievements. A lot of people be like, yeah, the lifestyle is crazy. They see the cars, all of this beautiful, stupid stuff that they show that is funded by those guys. And they be like, yeah, they have this. Listen, the proof is not what they show in terms of lifestyle. That's all can be fake. The proof is how much lives they have impact, and what proofs you can have to verify those achievements. Achievements is calling, for example, a coin going 20x. Like, for example, I called a coin last bull run that did 170x. Or when I called, for example, Neo and Filecoin that both did 30x. Everyone can verify that, right? It's a proof there. And besides all of it, let's consider it's all fake. You can verify other stuff. You got people that can vouch for me. You got other mechanisms which you can verify. You can check my work. Like, you can understand far away if someone is capable or not by just judging on the content that he's sharing. So be careful from the scheme, and they don't want to know you this stuff. So if you want to get the real alpha information where I show more hidden tricks like this one here and more personalized approach on the crypto market, I'll highly recommend to join my free Telegram. I'll leave the link below. It's all free. Anyone can join, and it's really top tier content only.